Hi, I'm Bob Schrupp, physical therapist.
And I am Brad Heineck, physical therapist.
Come on, stick with me, Brad. Together we are the most famous physical therapists on the internet.
And our opinion, of course, Bob.
Brad, today we're going to talk about the Aircast Air Stirrup.
You bet.
And the reason they call it a stirrup, because it looks like a stirrup that you might have on a horse, right?
Sure.
A saddle. Doesn't that look like a stirrup?
I'm not a cowboy, but yeah, I think that's what it
No
looks
kidding,
like.
you're not a cowboy. Almost a cowgirl, but anyway. This is good for providing stability to your ankle after you've sprained it or after surgery.
Mm-hmm.
We see these very commonly in physical therapy.
You bet. Yeah. A lot of times doctors will give those out right from there and then send them to therapy.
This is by Aircast, which I think is a good company. It's a good brand. But I'm going to tell you right here, now this is an older one here, and one of my criticisms of this, it's got two air cells, what do you call them?
Or bladders. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And what's nice about that, it gives a good fit.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and you can actually add air to these bladders. You can see the little tubing there, Brad?
Yep.
And you can blow on that, and it actually blows this up. You can put it on and then blow it up, and then let air out till it feels about right, and then you pull the tube out.
I want to try this, Bob.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Okay. We'll try it in just a minute. And then that actually seals and holds it in place. Some of the newer ones now, what I've noticed, like we bought one, it actually had gel on the bottom and air at the top. And now I was just reading online, they have one that has two aerosols that overlap, and they supposedly give a little pulsating action when you're walking.
They're interconnected with a...
Interconnected, so that one's kind of pushing air into the other back and forth, and it kind of gives a massaging technique to your foot, maybe helps with the edema a little bit. Who knows if it really does.
It may be marketing, but it sounds like a reasonable something.
Again, I do like the product, but what often happens, this is exactly what's happening here, is the air bladder, after a while, comes disconnected from this brace shell.
Right.
Plastic shell. It's got double-sided sticking on here, and it just, I mean, you can put it back in there and it stays there and it works fine, but it's a little bit of a pain. It's not what I'd like to see.
Usually by the time that comes off, hopefully the injury
off too.
The injury is taken care of.
Now, we like to use these for really acute injuries. I've also used them for people after a stroke if they have just instability but they're able to lift the foot right.
Mm-hmm.
I would not use this in sporting events at all.
No.
In that case, I would then move up to, we did a video on the ASO. If you go to our website, famouspt.com, and look for ankle stabilizing orthosis, or ASO, that's a great brace for
I've used it. My daughter right now, I have two of them for basketball and track. They're great.
Now these come in, I think, 3 sizes. Isn't it small, medium, large, Brad?
I think so.
And they also come right, left. Now the little secret that all the therapists know is, now this is one's for the left side. So, and the way to tell is on the bottom of it, the air strip. See that little rounded area there? Okay, that goes toward the back. So that's for the left. If you want to switch it and use it for the right, all you do is you make it, put it on the right side, and the rounded spot would then go towards the front, towards the toe. And we do this all the time because we're cleaning them, but sometimes we need to use them with more than one person. So
let's just do a quick little demonstration. So some people that are not familiar with it, they're saying, well, what do you do with it? You're going to put it on like here, around here, and can you help me out with this, Bob? Just for time's sake, and this is just Velcro. It's very simple. Yeah. I have a lot of positive comments that people say, boy, it just makes my ankle feel better when it's on. It gives support, and here's that bladder on this side I'm going to blow up. And then you pull it out and seal it, and then tuck that in there. Yeah. And
again, I think Brad alluded to, the top 2 reasons why this works really well. One is the fit. The bladder makes it very comfortable. And 2, it's very easy to use.
Right.
You don't have to wrap. The ASO is a lot more complicated.
Mm-hmm.
This just about anybody can put on. And
it allows this motion but stabilizes sideways, which is where you probably sprained your ankle.
Yeah, and you still can get a shoe on. Most cases you can get a shoe on here. It doesn't take up a lot of room.
Right.
if you're had a tight shoe to begin with, you may not be able to get it on.
Right.
And
Again,
especially if you're swelling to it.
And Air Cast is what this is, but
Yeah.
there's other companies that make similar products.
There is, but I would probably stick with this one. I don't know of anybody else.
Yeah, we've got experience with
Yeah,
this. If you're gonna look for
Aircast
something.
Air Stirrup.
Mhm.
All right, good luck.
All right.